Hello, my fellow rabbit farmers across the country and beyond. My name is George Kibanya, the CEO of Alkia Group. Alkia Group is the largest rabbit farming contracting company in Kenya right now. I just thought that today I should be able to take you through repairing cages because, lack of repairing cages with the materials that you actually use when you are initially building cages is one of the reasons why farmers are losing. They are losing in terms of their rabbits because of rabbits accessing one another and therefore causing fights, and especially males. And rabbits you can also lose through your rabbits getting accidents while trying to use the spaces they create in the cages to access one another. Remember, rabbits seeing one another. Seeing, I'm talking about seeing, and that's why we build materials that you can be able to see through. Is because of the fact that rabbits do not have what you call heat cycles, and therefore a rabbit can give birth today and tomorrow or the day after, if you serve it, it will actually be able to conceive. And that simply means that because they don't even make any noise when it comes to heat cycles and all that, you can be able to have wrong records when rabbits access one another, and therefore your breeding records are actually disrupted. You may not know who was born when and why they were born in comparison to your records, and therefore it simply means that you actually have irregular records, which is not the best thing because you are the manager of the rabbit breeding cycle. Now, when it comes to repairing cages, first of all, let's think about the materials that we actually use when we are building cages. We use timber. This is 2x2 pine. You can use blue gum. You can use what do they call mokema. You can use cypress. You can use any type of timber or wood that you like to, that's available to you and in your locality, or even you have trees and you convert that to timber, and that makes it a little bit cheaper when you are building cages. And call me if you have trees and you can be able to convert timber, because the timber element in building cages is the highest cost. And therefore, if you have trees and you can convert them to timber, then you are almost halfway building the cages. Apart from that, we use the PVC coated wire. You can see this one. And bring one near you so that you can be able to see. This wire is imported in rolls of 25 meters and 3 or 4 meters feet wide. And this wire is PVC coated. If you can see, this is PVC. It is PVC coated, but inside there is a wire. That wire is very, very important because it is the one that makes this material durable. It is mandatory if you are joining us as a contract farmer for you to actually use on the floor, to use this wire on the floor of your rabbit cages. It has a guarantee of around 5 years. But after 5 years, you will actually find that there are issues. Rabbits continue scrubbing here and reach the wire and then create holes. You will see the holes in these cages. That's why I've come to repair today. Now, you are repairing cages that have either rabbits or they may not be having rabbits at the moment. But if there are rabbits at the moment, what you do is that you remove, like now I'm removing her. I'm removing her and taking her to another cage around here. Okay. There's another one here. There's a vibrant one here. This is a quality of a Canada giant rabbit. They grow big. This is only 3 months old, and you can see it has a very nice weight. It's around 3.5–4 kilograms. And this is how you hold the rabbit. So we move her to another cage. Okay. Now that is done. Oh, there's another one here. So you also remove her and then put her into another cage behind the camera, as you can see. Now, having done that, I have now cleared the cages for actually repairing. What kind of repairs am I carrying out today? As I told you, the PVC coated wire sometimes develops holes, and I wish you can be able to see where I'm putting my hand here. There's a hole here. If you can see my hand, there's a hole here. Therefore, these rabbits can actually be able to access these ones, and which is not nice. So it is quite tedious to actually repair the cages. The first thing that you do is actually to remove this wire. You can see now this is an empty cage. so that you get space to access this hole. The other thing that you need to do is to actually disconnect the water system. Somehow just disconnect the water system. Our rabbits drink water automatically, and the 300 rabbits in this farm access water automatically. Therefore, you have to remove the wire and let them hang. The other thing that you need to do is to actually clean the gutter so that you don't contaminate with the urine. And therefore, what you do is that you take a sweep, and then you take a sweep. A minute. Don't worry about my absences from the camera. I was going to fetch a sweep or kifagio. So what you do is that you come and clean. You clean the droppings and the urine all the way to the urine can. You can hear that sound of the droppings falling into the urine system. You also clean the one below all the way to the urine can. And they are all here. They are now here. You can see droppings there. You can see urine, and then you drain the can, and in the place where the can was, in case you forget. So that's the work of the sweep, and the work is done. Now you then come. Some of the droppings can actually be taken separate where the urine will be preserved, and then you should be having a piece of timber. This is a 2x2 prepared and preserved. As you can see, it is green. Green means that it gives you more durability, and it cannot be affected by weevils and the other insects that actually destroy wood. So you can see this is good wood. This is where, if you need it anywhere in the repairs, you'll be able to use it. Now, the other things are the tools. As you can see here, I have a hammer to repair. I have Makasi pliers for metal or iron sheets, mabati. I have msumeno, which is a saw. I have a foot, so that you know how big you need, whatever you need. Of course, I have pieces of the PVC coated wire. This goes, by the way, this goes for 20,000, one roll, which is 25 meters by 3 feet, 3.5 feet wide. And then, of course, I have what you can see here are nails. See, these are nails. Then we have clips. These clips are for the water system. I have gum. This is when I'm taking the water system back, I'll use this. You can use any gum, but what is recommended is a target from the hardwares. And then I have a small hammer for where the big hammer cannot be able to reach. This will be able to reach in terms of my repairs. The other thing that you need to do is to remove the water pots or the feed pots. These are used when the animals are actually accessing supplements and drugs. We put off the water system and then use the bowls to actually give the supplements or even drugs through water. So you have to remove this and put this aside. And then we are ready. As you can see, we are ready. Another feed here. We are ready now to repair. So the repair, as I told you, you start with the accessing the part you want to actually be able to repair, and then you can now come nearer. I think that is accessible now. I think from there you can be able to see where I'm repairing. I'm actually repairing here. You can see the hole. These rabbits have created a hole here. I hope that's very clear. This is the hole here, and this is what I'm repairing. You can see another hole at the back there. So I'll start with this and then go to the one at the back. So the actual repair just involves when you remove this, you leave the feeder. This is a metallic feeder, the automatic feeder. Very important, and it's raised from the ground to avoid wastage of food. So all you do is to come, is to actually come and give the feed from outside. The access is from inside. So this is what I'm going to repair. The first thing to repair is to remove any materials that had been used for repair before. As you can see here, there was a piece of plywood that was used earlier, and that is what they ate and created a hole here. And most likely these were the rabbits from this side because they could access the plywood. So start to repair from here. You remove what is necessary. Like here, what I want to do is I want to put timber up here so that I can be able to close this place properly. And the rabbit that side won't be seeing the opportunity of actually accessing the timber the plywood that I'll put here. And I'll also paint the plywood on both sides, and therefore means that the rabbit will think that this is maybe metal or something, and therefore it will not touch. Talking about the psychological issues that comes to rabbits, what they think, but it is not. This is one of them. Of course, the second one is painting these pipes green, and therefore when they see them, they think it's something else. It's not a pipe, because usually there's water inside here, and therefore if it's clear pipe, they see the water. They want to access the water by biting these plastic. So we paint green so that it will actually be deterred from actually biting this. Therefore, the first thing I told you is to remove what was used earlier to actually do the repairs. You can see all these pieces of wood. You put them aside. The materials also that don't hurt you. You remove all these pieces. Remove all of them. So the hole is still here. The hole is still here. As you can see, there were leftovers of the PVC wire. You can see them here. This is what we remove up to here, cut up to here, put a piece of timber here, and then farm up this. And then what you will add on top of the PVC wire is actually a plywood that is painted on both sides. That will ensure that you have actually done the repair. Sometimes rabbits eat the sides of the cages. Do you know why? They eat the sides of the cages to actually make their teeth, to avoid what we call malocclusion. Malocclusion is the overgrowth of and the overshoot of the fangs, the teeth, either below or above, the one above or one below. They overgrow. I think I'll put for you a photo here so that you are able to see. So the rabbit cannot be able to eat properly, and that will affect your productivity because it won't grow to the weight that is required. In either drinking and eating, the combustion gives what we call growth. Our rabbits, remember, grow to 3 kilograms in 4 months, the Canada giant breed. And therefore, if that happens, then your rabbit won't be able to achieve the contracted weight, and you have a problem. So that's what I'm going to do next. And as I do that, let's have an interlude. And thank you for watching.